let's do this page. Now we know we have this that's going to go down here. And we know that we want these tags to go in and out. I'll have to show you how I did this pocket. So what I did was I took just a flat piece of paper and I divided it by thirds, and then I made some little hinges here. I hinged both ends. Then I made, here's a hinge, here's a hinge. I had to open this up so I could show you. Here's a hinge and here's a hinge. I had it all glued down. And then I just put those hinges in there. I'll lay them flat. I'll glue this back down. Hi, we're back. Finishing up page 7. I was just looking over this. This is that tag pockets that I made that I couldn't figure out how to get them to keep the tags in the pockets when the album is opening and closing. They would slip out. So I could have put them on this side, but I really didn't like how that layout looked. So we are going to put them on this side. And what I have done is, remember I told you earlier how I made this frame to hold these cards. Well, what I did was I put a back in them. They're still a pocket, but I glued a back in. I cut to fit each of these little pieces of paper, and then I put glue on the flap, on the side flaps, and glued it down on each one. Then I went back and I glued a little bit of this flap and then the base line of these flaps. So after I folded it all over and everything, then I still needed to figure out a magnetic system to hold the cards in. It's not perfect and it's not really what I wanted to do, but it is going to work. So what we're going to do is place this paper under here. It matches similarly to what's in the pockets. And I have cut this paper to fit top to bottom, but I just went underneath these pockets with it. But now the next thing that I am looking at is this is quite a fat pocket, and it cannot ride along the edge over there. So if you watch here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'm going to slip a piece of pink paper under there for you. Or something. How about red? I have a piece of red. I'm going to just slip this under here against this edge. And I'm going to line that up as if I were going to lay it down. I'm just using the red to show you what happens. Okay, so I'm going to close this pocket and fold it over. And now I'm going to carefully lift it up. And you can see that there's about a 1/16 of an inch there that it's going to the right. Now that's okay, but when you pull out the red paper, that 1/16 of an inch leaves a lot of white in there. So I was trying to decide if I was going to put another strip of paper under there. But let's see what it would look like with something on both pieces. You know, it doesn't look bad. It just looks like a hinge system, so I think it is probably going to be okay. I thought about putting washi tape under it, and that would work, but you know, if we don't need anything in there, we won't we won't put the bulk in there. So let's go ahead and glue this one down first. My magnets are sticking to the magnets underneath. Oh, before we do that, we better ink, ink, ink. So, while that's drying for a second, let's go ahead and ink this one up. It's going on this pocket over on this side place over here. Now remember, this is where we're putting photo mats. And we're just going to put 2 of them. Probably not in pink. They're probably going to be in a white or maybe with a black background on these, since they're on this paper. So we have 2 photo mats here and 2 on this flap over here. And these are a 2.5 by 3.5 photo. Okay, inking this one up. Okay, let's let that one dry. And let's put this one down. Get that ink off of there. It sure can stain it. I did refill my glue bottles today. And I did put these nibs in warm water and clean them all out. I used a darning needle for that, and then my husband gave me one of these narrow pipe cleaners, and I stuck that down inside the nib and I twisted it around and around, and it really cleaned the glue out. So, but the hot water, you know, it was probably enough anyway. But boy, were they ever plugged up. I'm hearing the TV, but I keep thinking it's my phone. I left my phone out in the living room because I didn't want to answer it while I was with you playing with paper. Oh, that's all right. I hope. Ugh. Okay. So now we're going to lay this down, and remember, we've got to keep it at least 1/16 of an inch away from that edge. Got a lot of stuff in my way here. Before we release these magnets, that's what these 3 are. We have to get this glued down. Then we can release the magnet, the top magnets, onto this section. But right now I'm leaving them covered so I don't do that. Okay, so just about 1/16 of an inch. And then we're going to glue that down. We probably should tape these just for the security. My glue's exploding. It's because they're really full. Whoops, get back on there. Did not want that to happen. We want that to stay on top of there for now. Not under the pocket. Okay. Let's take our tape off of here. Can you see what I'm doing? I've got you in way too close now, don't I? Okay, let me send you out. A ways? That too far? How's that? Okay, let's glue this. And we can glue the whole back now because we put backings on the inside these pockets. Sometimes that seems like the hardest part is trying to remember to place the magnets before you put down the papers. Okay. Just a 1/16 of an inch. Whoops, that's not it. So that looks about right. Yep, that works. Whoops, I lost my magnet there, didn't I? So you still want to be sure that you're sealing up the front of this pocket so that there's no escaping for those magnets. So you want to get inside the pocket a little bit here around the magnets. And get that laid down. Okay. Sometimes that sticky stuff, those glue dots, just stick so tight to the papers. Okay. Pressing those down so we can pick the magnets up. And there they are. Yay, it makes a noise. Now let's test it out. Magnet. Even just the bump in there is holding them in. They're going to be a little bigger tag though, a little heavier. That works. Excellent. That's what we wanted. Okay. That's a relief. Oh, what did I do with that paper? No telling. There it is. I know we put stuff around it. And if that looks like it's going to bother you, that excess white, then go ahead and put something down there before you glue the pocket on. Okay, glue. And I think we're going to go this way. Put the lace. Well, we'll go this way. No, we're going this way. The lace looks better going this way. The lace wins. I forgot to put tape around those magnets. I'm sure they'll be okay. We do have a glue dot on there, so that should help. They're not going to be out in the cold, I don't assume. So they shouldn't release. And we have a lot of glue in there, so. Okay. Let's see, I need my towel. Okay, look at that. Looks nice, doesn't it? Oh, I love that sound. The magnets clicking. Okay, now we need to worry about this pocket again, and these. And what paper are we going to use? I would kind of like to find a green one if we can. I do have a spare green. Do we want the flowers on it? What do we have over here? We have those, and we have those. And this kind of, the green will definitely break this up, this white that we have going here. So this needs to be this long. I'm going to move it up just a little bit here so I can get this piece. Okay, I'm going to slice this. I'll be right back. Okay, so now, how do we figure out these holes? How? Oh, how do we do it? Okay. Oh, let's put our roses right side up. Or is it upside down? Maybe they're going every which way. No, that looks upside down. Decisions, my goodness. Okay. This little thing, if I keep whooshing at it, it's going to tear that lace over there. So we have to figure out where these things are on here. Now we can do this. We have a line there and a line there and one there. I don't know if this will work. We're going to find out. And then, how deep are they? How deep is your love? Oh dear, don't know where my ruler went. Okay, so the pockets are coming down to approximately right here. I hope that's straight. So I have a faint line It's very hard to see. Right down below. Now, should we try it? Cross your fingers. Well, it's not bad. It's kind of okay because it addresses it like a oh, I don't know what you call that. Kind of like an eyelet. Kind of frames it from corner deeper, you know, kind of like a curtain would hang down. So I guess that's okay. If I could only do the other two exactly like that, then that would be perfect, wouldn't it? Can't see my pencil lines. Okay, getting brave. They're going to be okay as long as I'm not so far off that, oh gosh, that one's almost perfect. Look at that. But I need to make it look more like that one, don't I? So just slightly deeper. There we go. I'm just getting lucky on this. This is a little nerve-wracking. Well, that's pretty good. I mean, they are pretty well even. So I'm going to stick with it and not mess with it. I think that would be better at this point. Don't mess with what's working, right? So this album is not done yet, and my videos are out online. I am worried about the cupolas. I'm going to press forward and hope that YouTube does right by the people that are employing them, actually. Yes, they are providing a service. That's what businesses do. But if it wasn't for us, they really wouldn't be there, would they? So I'm hoping that they do right by all the people that have, you know, basically, yes, jumped on the bandwagon with them and are enjoying this YouTube experience as a video person and a channel operator. Yeah, it's just kind of exciting. I don't know what it is about doing a video, and it's nothing about becoming famous or rich or anything like that. It's just that there's a community of people that is so incredible. And you learn so much from so many people. And it doesn't matter where you live or who you are. Everybody just kind of fits in, you know, and it's such an amazing thing. So it's very hard to explain. I told my husband that I would have an awful time not doing videos now because I really enjoy it. I don't know what would I do, you know? I just started this and I enjoy it, and it's kind of become like another hobby, and it's like, I don't know, just supporting all the other artists and Etsy shops and other businesses that have channels, and it's just been a very incredible experience, and I really have enjoyed it so much. So anyway, I want to keep having my YouTube channel. Okay, those magnets are off to the side, so when we put our little frames in, shall we do that? Shall we put in our frames? Oops, sorry about that. I shut you off. So sorry. I'm trying to send you back a little bit more. There, how's that? I didn't have you out far enough yet. I kept looking at it and kept seeing my hand, but it's because my hands are in the picture. Not sitting over here on my lap, so... Anyway, we need to make a photo mat. Do we have any green? Black? We talked about using black in the background, didn't we? Oh, there. My cord got tangled up on my chair. I have some black paper. Let's see. Should we use black and white or black and pink? Probably black and white, huh? Or black and cream. Let's see what we have over here. Let's check that drawer. Okay, well, here's white. That's really white now, isn't it? I also have some cream. Let's have a look at that. So on this paper, we have black and white. And let's have a look at the other one. Oh, that's the wrong black. And over here we have the cream color. What do you think? I think the cream is not quite as bright. We're already using the white as our background, so I think we'll do the black and the cream. Oh, let's see. Is that one big enough for 4 pictures? I don't know. Let's look at it. I'm not going to put away that other piece yet. Okay. So, do we want them this size? I think I figured that they would have to be about this size. So that is 2.5 by 3.5. So let me cut this at 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5. And then I need 4 at 2.5. So that is, gotta measure my paper. Now it's 12 inches. That would be 3, 1, 2.5. Is that right? Oh, you know what? The other one should be, this one should be 2.5 by 3.5. This one should be slightly larger. Always something. So instead of 3.5, this should be, let's see, there's 3.5. This should probably be 3 3/4. And then I gotta look again just to remind myself. 2.5. So let's look at 2 3/4 and see how big it is. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2. I hope they fit. Oh boy, just barely, huh? So, that's pretty tight. Do we want to just do one larger picture over here, like this? And then remember, over here, we have the waterfall that we're going to make with 3 pictures. So it could be 1, 2, 3. That kind of gives it a number. I don't know if it's going to look right, but we could do this one a little larger. How large could we make it? 2.5. We could do a 3 by 4 over here. Why don't we do that? A 3 by 4 here. Let's see what it looks like. That is there's 3. Hope I'm doing this right. Hope I'm thinking right. Yeah, there's a 3 by 4. I think that's okay. All right. So let's go ahead and glue these mats down. I know we haven't started doing that yet, but for this page I think we need to, so that we can continue to look at the rest of the book. Now I'll put glue through the middle of the black ones, but when I put on the cream color, I will just go around the edges. We may cut some little corner pieces for these. Now I could have built that up and left it as a slide-in pocket, Oh, I was going to do a belly band on here. But you know, we have our magnets there, so I don't think I will. I originally wanted to, but I think not now. Besides, if I glue these down, I can't change my mind, right? Right about there. So I made some practice journals today, some mock-ups, after I watched several different channels, YouTube channels. There's a lot of really cool ideas. And then one of my mock-ups that I made, it didn't turn out like it had, like on the internet, but it worked anyway. So I was appreciative of that. These need backings on them still, and they need eyelets and some ribbon. But we're going to go ahead and insert them. In the pockets. Let's put that one there. One thing you can do with pockets is always give them some room. Help them to stretch a little bit by using your bone folder, or some people use rulers. But that just kind of opens the pockets up. Yep, the magnets still work, so we're good. I was afraid they might not work after we got everything in place. Okay, on to this page. Now, are you with me? Okay. Put those up there. Going to put my needle in my glue for a little bit. Now we need a piece of paper over here, and I think we want some more of the lace. I don't see one just laying around. Oh, we did talk about using this, didn't we? Because we haven't really used this yet, have we? And with the pictures on here, it's probably a pretty good idea to go with something like this. Now, this one had a little bit of lace in it, so perhaps we need to turn this one and bring this piece of lace down this edge. Or do we want it down that edge? Well, either way, we'll cut it and then we'll try it both ways. Now remember, we have this extra 1/8 of an inch hinge here. 2 hinges. 2 scoring lines. Okay. So you don't want to go over that edge and into the little gully there. Okay, going to cut these 2 pieces of paper, or sorry, cut this piece of paper into 2 slices. Does that make sense? It'll be in 2 pieces when I'm done with it. 1 big piece. Well, and it'll be in 3 pieces. Okay, I think I need to cut just a little bit more. I think it's pretty close, pretty tight. It looks good down here. I guess it looks good there, but don't know. I guess it is off the, it's off the lines and everything, but I think it needs just a titch off of there. Just a teeny tiny bit. And I just know how to do it. Watch, it'll be way too small now. Here we go. I like that better. Okay. Now. I know we talked about using the wood on this originally because it had the lines in it, and I said the lines would make it easy to cut. And it was just the white wood. It wasn't any that had writing or anything on it. Here it is. I do have it out here, because I said it would be easy to line the pictures up. But, see, originally I planned to put the words over here. And I'm not sure if that one goes well with that one or not. I think we'll use measurements. Okay, let's decide which way our lace should go. This way? You see that lace? We can actually put lace on it. I think it is, oh, I don't like that. Never mind. It's going that way. So the pictures. I just wanted to put 3 on here, because we are going to slice this paper. Oh, we're going to slice right through that. We don't want to cut into these magnets too much, especially since we're going to have plastic on here. We want to start up there. So I think our first one is going to go right in here somewhere. What we want to measure is this piece here. How far is it from here to there? It is 13/16 of an inch. So let's go down to our second dot. Where is it? If you can't find it, bring your little paper back. Set it up. There it is. So, to make it even, it is going to have to come back here, just about here. Now let's make sure that that is going to take in the plastic. Okay, and we want to score this. Now I have not scored it yet, but I have creased it quite a bit trying to play with it and get it to work right. We want to make sure that we have the paper in the right place. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just really crease that good. And let's get rid of our book for right now. Oh, it's going to be nice. We'll put the cream color in here because we want it to match up with the others. Right now I just have the white. Okay, get out your sharp knife, your X-Acto knife. You can use your trimmer, your rotary trimmer or needle razor trimmer, whatever you got. But remember, you have to line those things up so that you can I think I started from there. Okay. Now you're probably thinking, what the heck is she doing? I know, me too. I learned this from the Scrap Queen, and I really like the way it looked. So we're going to try it. Okay, once you got your slit cut, then you slide this in there like this. Make sure it's lined up well. And it's where you want it. And we are going to start high. Carefully hold that in place. Flip it over. Hold it down. You want to hold it in place, that's for sure. Then I think I'll run the glue here. You probably want to push your glue away from this frame because you don't want it to creep back around to your picture and you don't want it to damage your you don't want it to glue in your you don't want it to glue this in. You don't want it to seep in there. Okay, now we have that, but we are going to double secure it with tape. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to close this hole up. Going to make it a little longer. And I'm going to use this tool so I can get as close to that edge as I can. Now let's just double check it. Let's use our tool to score it down from this side too. And see we can pull our picture out here, our picture mat. Okay. Look at that. That's going to be nice. Okay, I want to make these size frames. And what size did I say these were? A 4x6? 20 pack, 4x6 waterfall sleeve. Oh, that won't work. Let's see. I think I have another one of these over there. If I don't, oh boy, that'd be bad. Okay. Let me cut that one. Well, I can get 2 4x6 out of that, so that's good. Well, I guess the other one's slightly more than 6. Yeah. It is just a tiny bit more than 6. No, don't put those there. Put them in that drawer for white paper or for solid paper. And let's pull this one out and replace it with this one. There's one. Looks nice. Yep, I'm glad we went with the cream. I think that'll be good. I'm going to put that one up there and save it. And let's install this one in there. We have to score that one. And let's make another one. Okay, I'll be right back. Here it is. Oh, it got dusty. I've been thinking in my head all day of all the things I have to do for Thanksgiving next week. Wowie. And today is my daughter's birthday. Well, it was so wonderful to talk to her today. She's such a wonderful person. I'm so lucky. I have the most marvelous children. They're all such amazing people. Isn't it fun? Watching your kids grow up and becoming their own people, and gosh, it's just amazing. Now, I think that one is scored wrong. That one is not an even one. Let me measure both ends of the plastic. 14 and a 16th. 14 and a 16th. They are. Maybe my paper is wrong. 14. Uh-oh. I think my paper cutting is off. Yes, it is. One moment, please. It is off slightly. I keep saying I think my cutter is off a little bit. Yeah, it is. Oh my goodness. Well, we'll just straighten that right up. Now it will look right. There it is. Wonder if this is the same way. This one looks better. Okay. So what I'm lining up is on here, on these cards, Do you see? No, you can't. It's not going to let you. Okay. See this kind of stitching? Well, right at the top where it stops, I am trying to score right at the top of that line. Because that appears, they appear to line up on the scoring. Oops, no, that one was not scoring right. So anyway, I've thought a lot about my daughter today. And we have a daughter that lives close by. And we have a daughter that lives far away. So this is the far away daughter, so I didn't get to see her for her birthday. But sometimes I do get to go visit. I like that. Okay, here we go. We're going to go with the next one. Let's look at how we want to do this. Now, this space here, I would like to keep down here. This space here, I'd like to keep over here. So that was what, 13/16? Yeah. So if I measure here 13/16 and I put a dot or a line, and I go up here and I measure 13/16, I think that's about right. That tells me that this one needs to be right around here. So if I line the plastic up on that, now it comes down almost, well, 3/16. So it's going to go up at least 3/16. Yeah. So this one needs to go up just a little bit more. And come over to there. So you can see I'm doing the beginning and the end first. Okay. So then I'm going to mark a line right there. And one right here. Now I'm going to measure that up and make sure it's the 3/16, and it is. Okay, nerve-wracking, nerve-wracking, nerve-wracking. That hole, oh, gosh, it comes clear over to here. Is that right? Oh my goodness. Yes, it is. The other one's going to be in there close too. Okay, right there to right. I'm looking for my dots. I put 2 little dots in the paper. And I tried to put them in deep enough that I could just fill them with the tip of my knife, and I can. Okay, let's see if it fits. Shall we? Shall we, shall we, shall we? See if it works. Hope we got it right. I hope, I hope, I hope. Looks pretty good. Okay, so hold that into place, flip it over, don't let go of it. A little bit of glue. Okay, tape. We are taping those holes closed. Oops. I think that I'm going to tape this plastic down too. The plastic that I glued. I just don't want it to come back up. Okay, so far so good. So that leaves us this one. And we want it, the distance from here to there and there to there to be the same. So our distance difference is, let's see what our distance is. 2 1/8. Well, 2 3/16. So if I kind of divide that up into 2, let's see, there's my cutting line right there. I want to make sure that that adheres down to that tape. And that it's same way with this one. You want to make sure it's adhered to that tape down to there. Because we don't want it to split open. Okay. I'm going to open it. It's 2 1/8 that way. Well, that's going from white to, from there to the white. And I can see the white a little bit better, but it is 2 right at that line. So about 1 inch in here. And that's from there, right? Yes. So about 1 inch from there to here. Glue. I've got glue everywhere. And let's see, so that puts it right about there. How does that look? I mean, it certainly doesn't have to be right on. Okay. I think that looks almost pretty good. I think maybe there. That's on the 1 inch line. Is that on the 1 inch line? Oh yes, it was. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Whew. Little stress. Little stress will do you good. At least that's what I hear. Didn't do me much good earlier today. Whoops, cut that one down too far. Did not want to do that, but it did happen. Okay, that gives us a little playroom anyway. I didn't really want to have playroom, but it does give us some. Oh yeah, a little too much. Okay, so right there, I'm going to flip that over, carefully holding it down. And hold it down on that side. Okay, we are ready for some tape. Okay, let's make sure it looks right on that side. Yeah, I need that to go back down. There we go. There we go. Take paper apart. It always has a special way it goes, puts itself back together and mends. So we do have to cover these areas. Oh, I did not want to do that. I tore my paper. Pulled too hard on my tape. Should we see what it looks like? I need to hear all this down. Make sure that gets glued down. And there we have it. I think it looks good. I think we're good. Need to put like a couple of roses on here or something, maybe. I'm still thinking about adding something on here, some sort of a chain or jewel or key or something like that. The cream mats on here will definitely help. Okay, I think we are going to finish this page up today. How about that? So let's pull the tape off of here. Oops, got under the tape on that one. Not exactly what I wanted to do. Oh, I started to tell you that I don't have any more videos ready because I haven't done a walkthrough on this, so uh-oh. So I'm thinking about doing a page-by-page walkthrough until I get all the way caught up. By the time you see this, I will either be caught up or we will be doing a page by page so that I can get them back online. My fingers are sticking to the tape. Okay, now we're ready. Nope. Prep, prep, prep. Got lots of prep work to do, don't we? Okay, now we can do this. I think that one glued down wrong. Sorry. I had it backwards from where I should have had it. Okay. Zip around these edges really quick. Especially where these magnets are. Oh, I'm going to need more glue there. I can tell that already. Lots of tape to put down too, though. Okay. If the nib will go under it, it needs to be glued down. There's a nib. There's a nib hole. Got one. And let's see, oh yeah, right over here I can see that there's one here too. I'm gonna have to pull it open just slightly because I can see it's there. Push that glue in there. Let's let it squeeze up. Clean it up. Okay. And then let's move that. Let's close that. I'm trying to get it where you can still see it. Okay, you see there's a place there? That's where we need to get the nib in, and just run the bead of glue. It just dries really quick. Now earlier today I did use PVA glue. I'll show you how well it glued. It takes a while to dry though, is the thing. So it's not like you can just work like you can with the art glitter glue. You have to put it down and then walk away from the glue. Okay, I think we're good. I do want to clean this up a little bit right here. That is where that was adhered to the package. If I can break the little piece off, it'll come off. If I can't, it won't. Guess it won't. Not gonna mess it all up, that's for sure. Okay. Well, what do you think? How'd we do? Well, oh. Insert. So this is the little book I made today. Let's see if this one fits here. So, it does not. Well, I guess it kind of does, doesn't it? Anyway, this was the little booklet I made today, and I used the PVA glue on. It does work very well. I really like it. But I think the book is too fat for there. I mean, it would kind of get ruined, you know, pulling it in and out, I think. We'll find a place for it, though. Anyway, I just hung these on the... I bound it with ribbon, and then I glued hearts on the ribbon. And on the inside, it's just a little photo album. I used the pink, and then a lighter pink, and a little brighter pink, and then more of a peachy pink. And I put in 3 pieces of paper. The book itself measures 6 inches by 7.5. And then the inside pages measure 5 3/8. I started out at 5.5 and I had to cut them down. By 6.5. So, anyway, I will show you how to bind books and stuff like that. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with me and for creating page 7 with me. If you have questions about it, please ask down in the comments, and I do get around to the comments. I don't get that many yet. I'm looking forward to them. But I sure appreciate you stopping by. And it's hard for me to do these at night because I start yawning. So anyway, nice to hang out with you for a while. Glad we're done. And moving on to page 8. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.